How's it going, everybody? Let's see if I can get this to focus in on that. Sweet. How's it going, everybody? Gonna be doing some fly tying today. Gonna start with a couple streamers and maybe do a couple bass jigs. And just, yeah, have fun with it. Just putting this first little layer of glue on the hook there. See if I can get it closer. How's it going, Larissa? Thank you for the likes. Let's see if I can get this camera just a little bit more. Little hook. There we go. Just putting a little bit of glue on there. I think we're gonna go with a white fly today. It's kind of a white streamer and looks like a minnow. Gonna be going fishing tomorrow, all day. I did go fishing yesterday for a couple hours, got skunked, but I am going to be going all day today. Hopefully catch one. I am still filming that film for trout, so hopefully I can get on one. Just gonna tie a base layer here onto the hook. Also, crappie are in season 2, so maybe I can tie a couple crappie jigs and see what I could do there and see if I can get on any crappie. Let's see if I can get this thing here to chillax. There we go. Sweet. So I don't know if anybody's seen or cares about soccer here, but Italy did win against Ireland, so we're going to be going on to face against Bosnia. They won against shootouts, so hopefully we can make it onto the World Cup. How's it going, James? Just starting to tie my first fly right now. I think I'm going to go with a streamer. Streamer flies are really useful around my area for brown trout, steelhead, lake trout. And yeah, we're going to try to be catching some tomorrow on the flies that I tied today, so should be good. Also going to try to be tying some crappie jigs and stuff like that. See if I can catch a big slab, maybe 14-inch crappie on these jigs too would be nice. But first, let's focus on this streamer. So I'm trying to make kind of an imitation of a minnow on this on these flies. And what they're going to be doing is I'm going to be using a bottom bouncer rig and bouncing these flies on bottom and kind of going to try to put it as in front of as many trout's face as I can. Oh, my yarn just broke. That's not good. Sorry, it will reset. And yeah, these streamers, they can be used to just catch trout, but I mean, kind of everything's going to eat a minnow, right? This time of year, it's just trout season, but you could even use these. I've seen people fly fishing bass and stuff like that with big streamers, pike, just any predatory fish that'll bite a minnow or a minnow imitation bait, right? And the hair I'm using is bucktail. So I can use some of this front bucktail, and also I like really using the white because it kind of looks more like a minnow, but that brown is also very of a natural color. Um, and it's a great color for clear water. How's it going, Julia? Gonna trim around the guide here so you guys can see that. Yeah. I'm pretty good. Thanks, man. Yeah, so you can kind of see how it's. Let me move this back. You can kind of see how the bait's kind of starting to take shape. I've just done one pass. I'm gonna do a few more, and then maybe add a little bit of flash, a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna keep this one pretty basic to start. I'm just gonna use kind of a white color with a little bit of flash. It's just a confidence bait for me, just because I know I could throw it at any time, and it's gonna at least imitate something, whether it's an alewife or like a shad or something. I went fishing down there, and one of the trout that I seen caught spit up a big shad, so that was pretty cool. How's it going, Jason? Thank you. All right, just gonna go over this side with some more wraps, putting a little bit more hair on it. I think I'm gonna put maybe one more pass of hair, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of flash to this bait. There we go. Hopefully this is the ticket for tomorrow. I really hope that we've got a bunch of rain in today, so I hope it's not going to be too murky in the water. A lot of times all this rainwater can hit the ground and kind of kick stuff up. If only there was special glass for tying things like this. Larissa, there are a couple companies do make little glasses for tying knots, but I don't have any, and I don't think I need them yet. I'm fortunate enough to have decent vision. Tomorrow I'm going to be fishing Niagara River area, and I'm going to be fishing Lake Ontario. So Lake Ontario, I'm going to be fishing Port Dalhousie. I'm going to bounce all over the place just to increase my chances if I'm not really feeling an area. Tomorrow I'm going to kind of go to a couple community holes and see what I get. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit more hair to one side of this bait. In the water, like whites, like they attract so much fish because they can look like so much different stuff. So that's why I like just keeping it simple with colors. I know a lot of people like adding like some purples, some blues to their bucktail, which I know work really well. I just don't have any right now, or else I would be tying some. Any benefits fishing after rainfall? There is. So sometimes it can cause a little bit of current in the water. If you're fishing small trout streams, it can kind of take away the trout's sense of it can kind of lower their vision of seeing you if you're trying to creep up on trout, and a lot of times the big fish can get a little dumb when the water gets a little murky. For where I'm fishing tomorrow, me kind of sneaking up on the fish isn't really a something I have to be concerned about. So the rainfall can be a down play for me, but I'm really hoping that the color of the water stays like it was yesterday. Yesterday was really clear. And I seen a couple fish caught, but I only stayed for a couple hours. I couldn't capitalize, so um, hopefully it's not too bad. But yes, rainfall can definitely be beneficial. It just definitely depends on the conditions of where you're fishing. So small creeks definitely. Every once in a while, you definitely want a lot of rain in there to kick up some water. All right, so I just got this white bait started. I'm gonna add a little bit of flash in it and see what we could do here to make this pop a little bit, stand out in the water. Anybody planning on going fishing tomorrow? Or have any cool plans? I know CanCast in at least my area is going on this weekend. I'm going to go fishing just because I've been getting beat by trout recently, and I just really want to catch one. I'm posting a big film on my YouTube video. I've been recording the last bunch of times I've been going out, and hopefully I can get a couple fish to at least make this video entertaining. So you can't film you can't post a video that just has not much fish. Took a strand like that, just got a little bit of that flash. I'm going to put it on either side of my bait. One on this side and one on the back side. And it's just going to stand out in the water a little bit more than other streamers, than if it was just white. I know like emerald shiners kind of have a little bit of a fluorescent-ness to them, so I kind of like to think maybe it looks a little bit like that. Let me turn this around so you guys can kind of see what I just did. There's that little bit of fluorescent in there, or the little bit of that shine and this kind of flash, which is cool. In the water, it looks really good. Here's another strand. You just use one strand, fold it in half, and then I'll cut that and then cut that cut in half. So I'll cut this loop right here. That's in half, and then I'll fold it back around on itself. But this one's kind of smaller, so I can... actually, no. So then I'll kind of take it like this and cut in half again. And then put that on the side of my bait, and we will wrap this streamer up. Anybody have any recommendations on what they would like to see next on a bait? Any color suggestions? I've got orange, yellow, white, black, a little bit of green. It's like an olive green. Green and white works great. All right. I'll tie some green and white. How's it going, Ben? Got any plans for fishing over the weekend or anything? All right, so there's that little bit more flash on this bait. Just adds a little bit of personality to it. Now I'm going to do my whip finish. Ben's going to be real proud of me. He taught me how to kind of tie all this stuff and taught me the ropes. Let me know if that that whip finish was good. But he's definitely the master of tying streamers. Hey Ben, when you tie marabou streamers, do you add any bucktail hair on them? I do to some of them, and it's worked before. It's just I added to the center. It's kind of fluffed up that jig when it's in the water. I seen when I was out there last time. There we go. There's our first fly of the day. Nice little white streamer. It's got kind of a full rotation on it. All right, on the next. I've been thinking of doing a kind of a giveaway recently. On the on this channel, and I could do it in a live, and that'd be a really cool way for people to come in, interact, and tie a whole bunch of stuff and talk fishing. I mean, it's my favorite thing. Two of my favorite things is talking fishing and going fishing. How was the Sportsman Show? Sportsman Show was busy and great. Let's start this next one. Sportsman Show, yeah, it's every year it just seems to be growing more and more, and it really seems like it's great for the sport, and great to see some familiar faces and see how they're fishing. White Fang Hero, how's it going? Welcome. Hard Drive Floppy, how's it going? All right, just gonna add a little bit of glue to this hook. I always add a little bit of glue first before I start my wraps. California, I'm jealous. What are you fishing for over there? Start my wraps right on the base of my hook. Yeah, California seems like a awesome place to be, right? In Canada, it's still a decent amount cold, and I gotta go trout fishing all the time just to scratch my fishing itch. Ice just came off of our lakes, so hopefully I can get out for bass soon too. Go over to the Buffalo side. I have fished in the Grand River. Fish for walleye in the ice season. Did well in Dunville area. I also fished Caledonia side a little bit, waded to the river there, and I've done well for bass there. I've also caught walleye in like the opener season right at the dam. I've seen a lot of steelhead caught there. Yeah, the Grand River is great by my house. It's kind of local to me. I live in Hamilton area, so just to drive 20 minutes and have a decent fishery is nice. San Antonio Lake, nice. What's the main species you guys are going for down California and San Antonio? Let's see if you can find the green here. Shore fishing, green marabou. We're going to be putting on this first. Live near Nith River. Cool. I haven't heard about that one. What are you catching mostly in that river? So what I'm looking through this big clump when I got right out of the package, I'm looking for healthy feathers. So I'll show you some non-healthy feathers versus healthy feathers. So this is a non-healthy feather. So at the base of this right here, it's all clunky and not really puffy, and it's not going to look great on your bait. And then I'll show you now a healthy feather and how it looks. Brown trout, cool. I'd love to get on a brown trout bite tomorrow. I know they get real big in my area in Niagara River, and hopefully you can get a big one. Marabou is chicken feather, I believe. I don't know what farms are dyeing these feathers, or they're just getting them supplied and they do all the dyeing themselves, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from chicken. I'll have to double check that. Under the breast of a turkey. Sweet. I need to shoot a turkey first, Nolan. I suck at hunting. But I'm still trying. Hopefully this year I get one. I get a whole bunch of marabou from it. I might have to take your word up on that. Right now it's been busy with work. I've been working a lot of OT. Just got cleared for three more weeks of overtime, but I might have to come up to the Minden area. All right, let's start this first wrap. So I put my marabou all in line up on the top of my hook. Usually I'll cut it a little bit just to kind of have all that in one spot, all the tops of my feathers. And then anything that doesn't want to cooperate can kind of go away. So I'll rest it on the shank backwards. And the reason why I do that, you'll see in 1 second, is just to make it kind of fluff up a little bit more. So I do 2 kind of light wraps on it. Uh-oh. It's not really cooperating that great. There we go. 2 light wraps, and then I can manipulate it on the hook shank kind of wherever I want it. In this case, kind of want it all around the hook. If I get it in one area, that's okay too. Let's pick up some of this yarn. There we go. It is cheaper to make these. It is also a little fun too, to make them yourself, in my opinion. But it's definitely cheaper to make this. Each pack of kind of shore heckle, I got mine for $5.99 at a place called Bill's Bait and Tackle near my house. And I know some stores are kind of getting out of selling them because not many people really make their own flies anymore. But it is definitely cheaper to make your own. Good question. All right, so now that I have my base layer on this, it's cheaper to stay home and have a beer. That's true too. Unless it depends on how much beer you drink. I'm gonna finish my wraps around the head here. I might have to bring Ben on for one of these lives because he's definitely a better tyer than me. He ties a lot more. Might be a little camera shy though. He's not the best on his camera mic skills. But if you want to see him fish, we do have a video together fishing for pike this winter. That was a nice video. We got a whole bunch of tip-ups and a whole bunch of nothing until we got a couple pike in that video, but a lot of it was running after tip-ups and having fun like that. That's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes the pike are just outsmarting you, taking your bait. Usually the smaller ones, so it's okay. Can I make an Italy flag-colored fly? That's a great idea. I should. Yeah, we can. Green We could do a little bit. I don't know if I have any white marabou. Let me check. I got some red, and I got some white bucktail. So yeah, let's do it. Good idea. All right, I'm gonna add just a little bit more green marabou on this jig. Right here. Anybody in the live going fishing right now? Going fishing this weekend, or got any plans to go do something outdoors, hunting, anything? Or maybe just getting their boat ready for even more spring fishing. All right, finishing my wraps. Sweet. I'm doing the beer thing. That's a good answer. Hopefully you're eating the fish I catch. If I do catch a trout at this point this season, I am going to let it go because they've been making me work for it this season, definitely. They've been tough, and it's been really fun trying to catch them. Yeah, making these is relaxing. Sometimes when I go on these lives, it's a little nerve-wracking at the start, but it's definitely relaxing. Let me just see what Ben said to make this. I forgot the other color of this jig. Green and white. Okay. So add a little bit of white to this. So I'm going to go back to the white bucktail, and I'm just going to kind of go all around it with longer bucktail. You could find the longer strands at the base of the tail here. Bring it home to eat, bro. All right, so I got a really long piece of bucktail. If I really don't like it on my hook, I could always trim it down. So I always go longer, and I'll fix it later. Put that on, like that. Seems like I've taken a lot of the base of the tail here. That is wild. Actually, that's huge. Trim some of this down. Trying to cut on an angle to make it look kind of natural still. Go around. Tie on the sides. Try to kind of cover the rest with bucktail. We'll clean it up after. Go at the bottom. I'm really grabbing really thin kind of clumps of bucktail. So I don't have that many strands in my hand. And bucktail kind of, it's a lot thicker than marabou. And it sits on the hook kind of awkward sometimes. So what I like to do is I like kind of just adding a couple tighter wraps on a smaller bit of bucktail. And that helps me go around the jig a lot easier, kind of fine-tuning the bait. And that's really been the key for me to stay not frustrated in tying this. All right. This is fake bucktail. Actually, it might be from a farm or something, but I do have a lot of bucktail. I have some bucktail that I have gotten from Corey Page and stuff like that, and people who can hunt deer and successfully. I kind of just watch them every year. I'm gonna try to get a doe tag this year, so hopefully I can get some meat in the freezer. But every year I've hunted so far, I've been unsuccessful, which is fine. Just like being outside and outdoors. Last year I probably seen 5 deer that I just rather couldn't shoot or passed up on. Just wasn't the right shot. So hopefully I got lucky and kind of be out in the stand more often. All right, just finishing this bucktail up a little bit. Might need some more hair on this side right here. Deer are safe around me. I'm just kind of like a creep in the trees just looking at them. They don't even know I'm there. I'm just watching them just eat, do deer things. All right, now I kind of got a solid base of bucktail around this. Kind of looks a little just like puffy, but in the water it's going to slim down real nice. So let's give this a trim and kind of make this look a little nicer. These are the shore fishing or fly tying scissors. I really like how it has like kind of a curve and a pointy end, so I can get in all those hard to reach spots and cut my string right off. That's awesome. That's okay. Let's fix it up. There we go. Make this neck kind of cleaner. Go around a bunch. I've not considered a hairdressing career, but it is a trade, so, and I do work in the trades. Maybe I'll have to switch from plumbing. Yeah, this hair drip's kind of got a nice fade going on right now. Just cleaning it up. Hopefully, brown trout munches it. All right. Now just time to do my whip finish. Put some more glue on it and yeah, move on to the next one. Do it like probably do like an Italian colored one. All right, this is not going. There we go. I like to do probably 5 wraps on the whip finish. Locks in real tight. Cut close and really cover it in glue. So what I'll do is I'll dab it into the glue right here. Pick up a lot on my brush and kind of grab a whole spot of glue and just let it soak into my threads here. It is a special glue. It's from Shore. It's called Fly Head Cement. It's really potent. It's really powerful smell, but if you can get past that, it's great on fly tying. There you go. I just put a spot on the back of it, and I kind of let it seep through. And it just holds even like my whip finish knot and everything kind of in place. It's going to make your baits last a lot longer if you use it than if you don't. Good question. And another little tip for when you're tying, you're going to have a lot of this kind of hair everywhere on your desk. So what I like to use is I'll grab a piece of like tape or something. So in this case, I got some electrical tape, and I'm just going to pull off a little piece and kind of take the sticky end and pat my whole desk down until I'm left with a whole bunch of stuff like that. A little pro tip, just so you don't absolutely ruin your room or wherever you are. I'd suggest doing this in a garage, but I'm doing it in my room because I live in Canada and it's cold. All right, yeah. That's our finished fly right there. Green and white. Thanks, Ben, for suggesting it. I'm going fishing with Ben, too, tomorrow, so maybe he'll get to use it or see me catch one on it. That'd be cool. All right. It's a bigger fly, that's for sure. All right, next fly. There are definitely multiple uses, but for the place I'm going to, I've lost so many kind of flies, so it seems like it's one a trip or at least a multiple trip. The thing with trout fishing is don't be scared to go in the spots where you're going to get snagged up, because that's where the trout are going to be. So yeah, that's how I look at it, at least. Maybe I'll work on a marabou hair after this next one I'm going to do. Kind of a unique request of an Italian hair, but it is very fitting for Italy beating, I think it's Southern Ireland today, which they should have smoked them by a landslide, but we won 2-0, so can't be too picky to keep our World Cup dreams alive. All right, got a little bit of marabou here. Start with my wraps. Won't be England, dude. I think it was a couple Euro Cups ago where we did, so not the best look. All right. What's the best color? You know what? Like a staple color for kind of every jig, or kind of like if I'm fishing a marabou jig, it that's kind of a hard question. It's definitely depends on what jig you're throwing. So for streamers, my favorite's white, just because it imitates a minnow the best. Like any kind of minnow, it could represent a shiner or a shad or a alewife. Where I'm from, there's a lot of that. Kind of anything like fry, anything. And then with a marabou jig, a classic is just black. Straight black has probably caught more bass than anything in marabou jigs. Don't know why. I think it stands out well. Maybe it looks like a leech or something in the water. And bass just can't stand it. Good question. So streamer is just a fly that kind of looks like this. A lot of fly fishermen use it. You could use it for a lot of different things. The big ones you could use for pike. You could even use this fly fish for bass. You could use them. I use them specifically for bottom bouncing trout and steelhead and brown trout. But streamers could be used for a lot of different things. A lot of times you're mimicking what a minnow looks like and trying to get that as best as you can. And kind of hair reacts in water a lot different than what a plastic does. It kind of flows with the water. Sometimes can put out more natural kind of looks in the water with its streamlinedness. And yeah, that's why I really like throwing streamers, even if I'm not fly fishing per se. But like streamers can be used for a whole bunch of different things. Great question. All right, so I'm going to start with my green on this guy. I think I'm just going to lay this one on the hook like this and get 2 loose wraps, and then finish with a stronger wrap. Right there. That's going to be the green part of my jig. Have ever done fly fishing? I have before. I can't say I'm the greatest caster on fly fishing yet, but I have done a lot of fly fishing like I did it for big bluegills and stuff like that, which was cool, and topwater. But I haven't really got my fly fishing craft down to where like I'm going out for trout and stuff, which would be kind of my goal, is to fly fish for big brookies or big rainbows and stuff like that. It's definitely an art form. Those fly fishermen learning how to fly fish. The sportsman show went really well. A lot of people came out. Even I would say even more than last year. The mayor was there. Everybody kind of showed up, and I think it went really good for the sport of fishing. So couldn't ask for a better show. All right, let's put a little bit of white on this Italian jig that we're making. It'd be really cool if I caught one on this tomorrow. If I caught one in this, I might put a little bit of money down on Italy to win the World Cup this year. One little loose wrap, and then I'm finishing it off with this. If anybody's new to the chat, I am just tying some trout streamers for now. I might switch up to tying some marabous and stuff like that. If you guys have any color ideas, let me know. Watch Dave McPhill on here. He'll help you learn some fly tying techniques, tail lines. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'll check him out. Thanks so much for the recommendation. I do need to catch up on a lot of my fly tying videos. Right now, I'm kind of sticking to my streamers and marabou jigs, just because it applies to me. I fish a lot of streamers on bottom bouncing on the Great Lakes, and I marabou fish for smallmouth a lot. It's been definitely a key player in my arsenal. I remember one tournament I fished in the CSFL Canadian Open, and I caught 25 pounds one day on my own baits, and that's kind of sparked the passion a little bit in tying these these cool baits, making my own designs. I made that one was a complete just a thought in my head of making my own kind of mayfly, making the wings for it and everything, and it just worked out perfect. And the guy I was fishing with, it's like, holy shit, like that was crazy. You couldn't believe it. I thought I retired that bait somewhere. I think it fell, but I gotta find it. Actually, I think I do have that same bait. Can't find it. It's alright, but yeah, it was a crazy day of fishing. One of my most memorable times on the water. Here's my red marabou hair. This is a fresh pack, and I don't even think I've opened this before, so hopefully you can find some more healthy feathers. I've been fishing pretty much ever since I can remember. Used to go with my dad a lot down at a provincial park around here called Grundy Lake on the canoe. And he would kind of be my engine while I trolled for pike. And that's kind of where the passion started for fishing. Eventually got into tournament fishing. Won a little bit of that. Had fun with that. These days, I'm going to be doing a little bit higher end bass tournaments. I'm going to be doing the Nation Series this year, which is going to be cool. But I'm really putting in the time and working on my multi-species because I have a lot of fun targeting like trout, panfish, stuff like that. And ice fishing is a lot of fun too around here. Anybody have any other suggestions for the next jig color I could tie, or got any stuff that works for them? Maybe a bass marabou jig, or even another streamer color. This one kind of looks cool. This red, or green, white, and red Italy color. It's a pretty vibrant streamer color for sure. Check that out. Oh, got it locked on. Does look a little weird with the marabou in the center. Maybe I should put some more green and red around it. Just a little bit, though. Finding healthy feathers on these things sometimes can be a real pain. I've noticed with Shore, at least, it's definitely I got definitely the most quality feathers in the batch, but I don't think I've ever had anyone give me kind of all perfect feathers in one package or anything. There might be a couple guys who just pick apart like healthy feathers and stuff and prepare it for you that way. It's probably a great business idea, but I've yet to see it. There we go. Getting a few more wraps in. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? Fishing, hunting, working on their boat, anything? Check out the humongous staple in the UK for brown trout and rainbow trout. I will take a look. That I've heard only great things about UK trout fishing. I've seen some videos online of like ginormous steelhead coming out of there, like giant rainbows. Like they look dumb. Like they look like they can't even swim properly. How fat these things are. Looks funny. But I would definitely love to go fish down there. Looks like a lot of fun. Still water pattern, cool. Ben, I gotta bring you on for an episode here. A lot of the really big fly fishing guys will love to hear your thoughts on some things. So I'm pretty much an amateur. I'm gonna be doing a lot of fly fishing, or a little bit of fly fishing this year on creeks and stuff, but definitely I'm gonna need your help, buddy. Definitely gonna have to teach me the ways. Can't tie the little guys. I mean, I got a constant shake in my hand, so I don't think I could either. That's why I like tying streamers. Well, I kind of covered the white in this jig. I guess the neck is white, so I guess you can kind of call it the Italian jig. Kind of looks kind of Christmassy. More Christmassy than I thought it would, but looks pretty cool. This is a World Cup fly. Maybe I'll make like a bunch of these in like different countries around World Cup season. Alright. Definitely the hardest part about tying flies, for me at least so far, has been was learning how to do the whip finish, and finally I got it down pat after watching a few hours of videos on it. I'm still no pro by any means, but I still like to do it and love doing it. Once you get the whip finish right, it's so satisfying. Get that drop of glue on the threads there. This one looked good. Thanks, Larissa, for the suggestion. Any more suggestions on colors before I go on to the next bait? I've got red, orange, green, black, white to work with. I've got some nice chenilles, like a red chenille, white chenille, orange chenille for the bodies, if you want me to make like a kind of a woolly bugger bait. I've also got yellow marabou as well. Do you tie much with a rabbit? Zonker stripes. Great for fry imitations, also used in snake patterns. I do not. I'm definitely going to have to write that down. Or watch back and grab some of that. Do need to get some more kind of moderation in my flies. I'm still very kind of novice towards all this, but I love tying flies, and it's a lot of fun. Like tie streamers and marabou jigs and stuff like that. This guy kind of has a nice little fluff to it. It's got a nice white core. Maybe that bucktail's gonna hold it open for me. So cool stuff. Might make one more jig and then I'll call it a day, or unless anybody's got a color. There's that jig right there. All right, let's tie a marabou head. Got some interesting heads from one of the Sportsman show. I really like this A lot of people like tying with marabou heads. They love tying on like a. Try some all black streamers if you're fishing early. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna tie 2 more flies tonight, and I'm gonna tie on this. It's a Megabass head. It's very streamlined. It's gonna come through the water good if I really load this thing up with marabou. So I'm gonna try one marabou jig, and then I'm gonna go back to streamers and tie all black. And see if I can catch a rainbow tomorrow on an all black streamer. Oh, cool. Thanks, Brady. Yeah, that'll help a lot. Fishing mill or fulling mill. Cool. I'll definitely check it out. I'm gonna be using all these kind of streamers and stuff, like the streamers I made at the start of the video, like this one. I'm gonna use it all tomorrow, trying to catch a big brown or big steelhead from big Great Lakes steelhead, or brown. So definitely stay tuned, because I fished yesterday, got skunked, but I really think tomorrow's my day. I don't know. I got a funny feeling I'm gonna fish all day. Hopefully get a video out of it. All right, this desk is looking more and more like a disaster. Ooh, I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. I really like this fly tying vise just because it's I really recommend if you're starting out tying flies, get a rotary fly tying device like this one. How I can just switch on a dime like that and kind of track the whole base of the shaft and of the bait right there. It's really helpful. Let me just grab the black here. Oh, well, guess I can't tie the marabou. Ran out of black. Gotta run to the store and grab some. But I can do that all black streamer. I got a whole bucktail of black, so let's do that. Maybe doing without and with flash. That will be pretty cool. These streamers don't take very long to make, which is the great part about them. They're really easy to make. You really don't have to worry about the length of like the neck and everything, and as long as you trim up your ends pretty nice and everything, you should be okay with a really nice streamer. My bucket list place to fish and dream fish species. I've always wanted to fish the Amazon, like the Amazon for big peacocks. That's definitely a bucket list. But on my mind right now that I can think of, Arctic char in the Yukon would be probably my #1 hit list place that I got to do at least before I kick the bucket. I'm going to Newfoundland pretty soon, in about a month and a little bit. See you, Brady. See you later, tight lines. So I'm going to go to Newfoundland, and hopefully I can get in some big brookies and stuff like that. I'll do a whole bunch of videos on that. So make sure to subscribe and follow along. All right, let's do this black streamer. Ben said it's good for mornings, and let's see if he's right. Ben went to Dalhousie a couple days ago. I should have dropped everything and went, because he got 2. So he had a decent day there. But tomorrow's going to be my day. I got all day. I don't work Fridays, so I'm definitely going to be making a video tomorrow. And if I don't, then I'm going to be very disappointed, but I'm going to keep trying until I get one. I'm so determined to catch one of these trout. I just don't want them to win against me. I kind of like folding the string over itself before when I'm doing my first wrap, just to kind of lock it in place. So now I can clip it, get it out of my way. Don't worry about it for the rest of my jig. Oh, this glue sticky. Just what's going on, Steve? How's your new rod? Steven bought a new Fenwick Eagle from the show. I know he's probably ready to. Just got her spooled nice. That thing is a sweet rod. Fenwick is definitely came a long way with their rods, and I can't be happier with the stuff they've came out with. I've kind of been switching all my spinning stuff to Fenwick, and they have been really doing a good job. All right, first wrap with the black. I'm making a black streamer. I'm going trout fishing tomorrow on Port Dalhousie and Niagara River. Hopefully find a couple spots. I might even make my way down to the Whirlpool. So hopefully I can catch some trout on these guys tomorrow. But yeah, making some streamers. Like this guy. Here, I'll show you what I've already made. This right here. You went to Dalhousie set Sunday, Steven? Or did you go to Niagara? Terrible. Raining and cold. I've had those days. Hey man, you got to put in the work to get them sometimes. It's it could definitely be a challenge. It's been a big challenge for me. A lot of guys like there'll be days where there'll be 10 people down there, not a single person catches one, and then there'll be days where half the people are catching one. So throwing a massive crankbait, yeah. I mean, I'd recommend if you're not really a big bottom bouncing guy, if you're not a big bottom bouncing guy, definitely throw spoons right away. It's very beginner friendly, and you can still get a whole bunch of fish. I know it's like an old school bait, but still produces in big numbers. Yeah, spoons are like just start throwing spoon as far as you can, and count down. What I like to do with spoons is I'll do a big long cast, and while I'm watching that bait, or I'm counting in my head, so I'll do 1 second. That's 1 foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll let it count down to maybe 10. That's when I'm at 10 feet, and I'll reel slow right back, and then I'll cast again, count to 10 again. I'll probably fish certain amount of casts at 10 feet, and then I'll switch up to like I'll switch up to like 6 feet, maybe lower to 20 feet, depending on how deep I'm fishing. Yeah, that's I've had success on spoons before. I know we're throwing for salmon works that way too. You just gotta. It's all about cadence, right? And seeing what where those fish are at, and how they want the bait presented to them. Let the fish decide what they want, right? Walker from Durban, South Africa. South Africa. I'm an angler, so today is morning. Oh wow, that's awesome, buddy. Do you post on your channel at all? I know a couple of my friends went to South Africa for a bass tournament for largemouth, and they said it was absolutely incredible. They caught some fish, and like there's giraffes looking at them and stuff. It's just something we don't see in Canada very often. Well, at all, unless we're at a zoo. That's so cool. What are you fishing for down there in South Africa? All right, just trimming the end of this. This is just a straight black streamer. Nothing super special about it, but definitely a fish catcher. Sometimes the most basic streamers are the ones that are the hottest producers. So let's do my little quick whip finish. Then I might do one more black streamer, add a little bit of flash, and I think that'll be my last streamer of the stream. I'm having a lot of fun doing these. I'm gonna do another one next week. Another live, rather, on Tuesday or Thursday. So definitely tune into that, and I might even do a giveaway. So giveaway I'm gonna do. I'll post it on my Instagram, but what I'm thinking is I'll do like a 2-hour live stream, and every single bait I make, I will put it up for the giveaway. So you guys can win that. I will mail it out to anywhere in the world for completely free. What's going on, Caden? All right, just put this. About to post. I'm fishing for everything that takes the bait. Kingfisher, pompano, salmon, tuna, sharks, and stingray. That's really cool. I am on the grind, Caden. How have you been, buddy? All right. That streamer's all done. Let's work on our last one for the night. Yeah, that's so cool in South Africa, though. Like, that's definitely a place I want to go visit one day and fish. That'd be really cool. I haven't got much experience fishing deep sea, so hopefully when I go to Newfoundland in a couple months, I'll get a little taste of deep sea fishing, but definitely want to do more of it because it's just so fascinating on how much more species there are in the sea versus the lake, and how much they fight, and they just are. Nice to meet you too. Yeah. From one angler, from one to another continent. That's funny. That's so cool in South Africa, though. I want to go so bad. Or my buddy went and did some bass fishing on one of the lakes you guys got there. It seems so cool. There's like crocodiles everywhere. Kind of be scared shitless, but like, are you ever scared like a croc is gonna come eat you or something? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's like common. If I ever go to South Africa, now I know I can call. Not too bad. Got a concussion last week. Skiing. Ah, damn. I'm doing pretty well. Just working at the Niagara Hospital right now as a plumber. So yeah, I've been working, getting some money, and fishing on the weekends. Just finished up with the sportsman show last weekend. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for everybody who came out. All right. I'm kind of going with some long deer hair here. just to make my bait really streamline for when I'm bottom bouncing tomorrow. You're scared too of the croc? I fear death by croc. Yeah, that would definitely be on my mind at all times down there. But definitely a really unique place on the planet to fish. Like it's you guys got so much wildlife and everything. It'd be so cool. I can only imagine about like your hunting seasons and stuff down there too. It'd be really cool. And yeah, if you got Instagram too, shoot me over a DM. I'd love to see like kind of how you guys fish down there. I'm curious and see what you guys are catching. Got a test tomorrow, so I got to study for that. Talk to you later. Keep up the grind. Thanks, Caden. See you later, buddy. Let me know if you ever want to get on the water. All right. Just finishing up this guy right here. Yeah, I bet crocs are kind of that one thing that that has known to been human hunters, right? I mean, like the only kind of predator around here that does that is polar bears, but I'm a little south for them. I'd have to drive about probably 12 hours plus a plane ride just to see a polar bear. Um, I am going pretty north. Well, I guess east north. Um, in Newfoundland, but there's still I don't think polar bears around that area. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the opposite end on any of those predators. Or to be honest, even in like a 50-kilometer range of any of them. Especially, I feel like a croc's way more terrifying. They're just in the water, like you'd never know if they're in like could be like a foot puddle, and they could just be completely submerged and not even water breaks around them. Right? It's pretty crazy. All right, this is looking pretty legit. Gonna add a little bit of spark into this. You know what? I'm not really much of a fly angler, so around here, what I use these flies to do is I'm using them on a bottom bouncing rig. So it's like a drop shot. Uses a three-way swivel. Um, so three-way swivel sits around right here. I tie my streamer up the line, kind of on. I use about a 1 arm's length pull of monofilament line tied to the three-way swivel. Then on the bottom side of the swivel, I tie a big weight. Where I'm from right now, I'm from kind of area of the Niagara Falls, so it's some of the fastest current in the world, right? So about an ounce and a half weight. Uh, Sometimes 3/4, depending on the drift. Um, I'll attach that, and then to my main line is the other end, and I will just kind of scoot these streamers along bottom. And a lot of times these trout just think they're shiner. Where I'm from, there's this thing called bait fish called alewife, or there's even shad down here, and they'll absolutely go crazy over it, and they love these kind of fly fishing streamers. Um, you know what? Yeah, I can show you my reels. Um, what is that? Let's just finish up with this fly here. You got a Shimano ST Bait Runner 2500, gear ratio 5:2:1. Cool. That's a nice reel. If I was gonna do any saltwater fishing, I'd probably at least a dream reel would probably be the Pens. Really like how they're designed. I know a lot about them. I just don't own any yet of the Pen reels, just because I'm from Ontario, right? There's not much saltwater fishing around me. All right, a little whip finish there. Cool stuff. Yeah, I'll show you. So what I usually do is I bass fish down here. So a lot of my reels are kind of meant for that. I don't really have any giant sized reels, but I do have some 2500, 3000 sized. I use a lot of Abu Garcia and Pflueger products, so do have a lot of that. But trust me, Shimano is a great brand, and they make really good stuff. So definitely got a really good reel there. Yeah, let me just go get some reels. Let's talk reels. All right, back with a few. But I don't think Pen reels are like small tanks. Pens are like small tanks. They're really cool. So where I'm from, I use a lot of bait casters. It's very weedy for bass fishing. So taking the like a big largemouth out of the pads is really something I do a lot. This is my Revo SX. This is my frogging reel. I like it. It's a 9/0:1. I did have a rocket on it. A lot of people use Revo rocket for frogging. I just picked up a little bit too much line a little quicker. It's a 10/1 gear ratio, the rocket. So I went with the STX rocket instead, and it's definitely helped me land a lot more fish. But some of my favorite spinning reels. Here's a reel I just got in. It's a that bait caster I think retails around $350. But the Revo X, if price is a problem, the Revo X, which is like kind of the baseline of that reel, is a really good reel for the price. I absolutely love it. Here's a spinning reel I got this year. It's the Revo SX. And this has been in my arsenal. I have probably 4 of these reels. And they're absolutely amazing. They got these carbon fiber inserts here, right here. Really strong reel. Caught me anywhere from like 10-pound walleye up to like 15-pound pike just on that reel. It's really a workhorse in my arsenal, and I use it on kind of a lot of my spinning stuff. Like I'd say, out of my 10 rods, 11 rods, I think I got 6 of these, and I can't say enough good things about the SX from Abu Garcia. And I also just got a new reel at the show. Something I'm super excited for my drop shotting for smallmouth on the Great Lakes. That's a small beast when it comes to the battle. Yeah. So this reel that I just got, this spinning reel, absolutely amazing. I haven't used a spinning model of this, but I do have the bait casting and I have nothing but good things to say about it. It is the Revo Rocket. This thing is super sleek looking. So it is one of the fastest reels on the market. It is, I think this is a 3000 size reel. They do look a little smaller, but I kind of like that. I like how lightweight they are. And yeah, this thing is, let's see the specs on it. It's a 7/6 on a spinning reel. So it is super fast. At least where I'm from, I want that bait to go fast if I'm drop shotting. Let's say I'm using forward facing sonar or something, and I see a fish up ahead and I have my cast out, burning that reel in really quickly and kind of casting on top of that other fish with speed and efficiency is something that's going to be really key for like tournaments and stuff like that. KastKing Transformer Megatron fishing reel. I don't know that reel. I haven't seen it. I'll have to look it up. Is it? That sounds pretty cool. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back on this jig. I forgot to add some of the shine. I'm gonna add a little bit more shine to this guy just for tomorrow going out. Hopefully a 8-10 pound brown eats it. Unleash beast mode. Actually, what am I doing? Gotta get this started. My name's Vince. How about yours? Vince, and I'm from Ontario, and I fish all freshwater. Just because saltwater is not accessible to me. If it was, I probably would fish saltwater all the time because it's that much better. Don't get me wrong, bass fishing is a lot of fun though too. Walker, nice to meet you, buddy. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna be doing at least one of these lives a week. Gonna try to post a short a day, and maybe eventually get to the point where I'm at a video a week. But right now I'm filming a film on learning how to fish big trout in the Great Lakes. So that should come out and be really good. I'm gonna really work hard on editing that video. So tomorrow, hopefully, I can kind of wrap up that video. I've been doing it for a few days now with no success, but I really think tomorrow's gonna be or good in my day, and hopefully catch a bunch of fish. If not tomorrow, I think I'm gonna have to get on a boat and target these guys because I'm sick and tired of losing this battle with these brown trout and steelhead. Learning how to fish them is tricky, but since I know how to fly tie, I can kind of get baits to them that not many people fish, so they're not seeing it as often or stuff like that. So I think that's going to work in my advantage a little bit. At least that's my thought. I mean, I could go tomorrow. I think I'm going to go up from sun up to sundown. Oh no, it's all right. I'm getting off right after this fly anyway. It's been great talking to you, buddy. So glad you can join the live, and if you follow my Instagram, it's Vince DiStefano Fishing. I'm going to be posting on there where I'm going to be live next. I should probably be live on Thursdays and Tuesdays, usually. What weights am I using? When I'm bottom bouncing, I'm using a 3/4 pencil weight, just to keep me out of the snags. And when I am, like, let's say I'm drop shotting, I'm usually using 1/2 inch on Lake Erie. That's just something I'm confident with. I feel the bottom really well. But tomorrow, oh, what's up, Robin? Tomorrow I think I'm gonna be using 3/4 on Dalhousie. All right, and that is 3/4. I'm gonna be Dalhousie all day tomorrow. Well, not all day. I think I might start out in Queenston, and I guess I'll see the current there, and then after that, I guess we'll see. If Queenston's not that great in the morning, I'm probably gonna go to Dalhousie midday because I know you can catch fish down there all day, and I'll go with Ben. See you again, tight lines, buddy. I'll go down to Dalhousie and check it out. That's that black one Ben told me to tie, so hopefully that's good tomorrow. Looks all right. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you, everybody, for watching, asking questions, and tuning in. This is a lot of fun. So I think I'm gonna do this again next week. See you guys all later.